if you don't take care of yourself and you don't feed your spirit and you don't take time to connect with God, what can you help others to connect with God if you are not connected? So start with yourself, with your spiritual life, and be very helpful to your husband. Because if you are a team, the way that he looks, is gonna be better than if he works alone.
Mm, amen. Kelsey, what would you say to younger Kelsey?
I would say above all of the needs of the church, above all of the voices in your head and from others, above all the shoulds, just follow Jesus. Seek him first. And I think I've got lost in all the weeds a lot of times of all the other things, but just follow Jesus and seek him and find your joy and delight in him. And the other things come along the way.
Absolutely. We tend to complicate things, don't we, and make it about ourselves. Um, I would probably just add, let the body of Christ be the body of Christ. And if I'm trying to do everything, then someone else is not able to use the gifts or the calling that they have because I've inserted myself and where stay in my lane. That's I wonder if we could just several things have been mentioned here in terms of caring for yourself, spending time with the Lord, being a student of the Word, being delighting in your relationship as his daughter. I would also not discount really good counseling by a Christian counselor. I've personally benefited from that, and it pointed out all the shoulds and oughts that I was carrying around, and I was forever grateful for that time that I took while we were on sabbatical one summer. Some other resources I would recommend. There's lots of podcasts out there. One that I mentioned earlier, North American Mission Board, called Ministry Wives. It's fantastic. It's just real women, ordinary people God is using in extraordinary ways. One book that I would, in the podcast also, I'd recommend is The Emotionally Healthy Leader, Emotionally Healthy Christian. It's originally started by Arrow. I'm not putting a commercial here, but that book was actually very, very pivotal for me in taking care of myself, just as all of you have said in one way or another. And to reach out to some of you, you mentioned mentors and close friends. If there's any way that you can just reach out to, a few years ago, I reached out to a woman who was from New England, and I just said, "Can I just email you and talk to you sometimes?" And she said, "Sure." And she would immediately respond and just be so helpful, and with great wisdom and just so gentle.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what's next. Want to support the work we're doing in New England? Check out the link in the description.